I'm going back to getting a resume put together so it can be current and attractive and hireable. I need to go back to work. I thought I'd be flying all over the country, in the world by now. I'm not at the liberty again to pay for travel back and forth to volunteer when I'm not getting paid. I need some compensation now.
Biden inflation starting to have a major impact on Americans in their golden years, as many retirees plan to re-enter the workforce if you're on a fixed income because of rising costs. Here to react, Florida Senator Rick Scott. Senator, thanks for being here. You heard what that wonderful Florida resident had to say. It's a reality for a lot of people across the spectrum, but especially retirees.
Yeah. Well, first, happy birthday, Pete.
No, thank you, sir.
Think about this. We got Biden at the beach, and then we got people that have moved to Florida to enjoy the beach are going back to work. You can't make this stuff up. Biden doesn't care. He has no plan. Think about this. Biden's a rich kid that is basically his entire life has been paid for with your tax dollars, has no idea how to deal with inflation, has no plan to deal with inflation. All he does is blame everybody else, including Putin, for his inflation. Well, here's what he needs to do. We've got to balance our budget. We've got to reduce the size of government. Think about it. Since Biden got elected as U.S. Senator, I think the cost of living in this country is up sixfold, and the debt has gone from less than $500 billion to $30 trillion of debt. All with Biden's policies. He's been part of the game that is bankrupting this country. We've got to reduce taxes, reduce fees, reduce the size of the federal government. We've got to streamline the permitting. We've got to reduce regulation. We've got to be energy independent. And we just constantly have to balance our budget and drive it down. I did this as governor. I did this as a business person. People have to do it all over this country every day in their families. I went and filled up my car yesterday. It was $100 to fill up my car yesterday. How many families can afford this? I mean, people are going back to food banks that have never been to food banks. I mean, they're have to go back and not retire and get a second job. People are taking second jobs just to make ends meet. This is wrong, and the Biden administration has no idea how to fix it.
No, you're right. The pain is real. The White House is issuing memos that point fingers at other issues as opposed to proposing solutions. Let's say, hypothetically, you're a part of a Republican majority in November of 2022. There's still a veto block inside the White House. What could you say to voters who are looking for any sort of a solution or accountability on the plethora of things facing them?
Well, the Congress is the one that's supposed to pass the budget, right? So if we're the majority, we ought to pass a balanced budget. We ought to say we're not increasing the debt of this country anymore. We're going to say we can pass legislation that's going to streamline permitting, reduce regulation. We're going to pass legislation that's going to make us energy independent. Now, Biden can go veto these things if that's what he chooses to do. But we can go put these things up, vote on them. We know what you have to do. Every family does it. Every business does it. Our government has to do it. We can't just continue to just drive up the size of the federal government and state governments and local governments and believe we're going to get inflation down. We've got to get people back in the game, get a job, buy American products, be part of paying taxes, pay your, whether it's income taxes or sales tax or property taxes, be back into the capitalistic system that we have. Get off of being dependent on government. That's what we have to do. When we're the majority, that's what we have to do.
It's capitalism. That's what it sounds like to me. We need a huge dose of it right now. It does. Senator Rick Scott, thanks a lot for your time. Appreciate it.
Hi. Happy birthday. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.